Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. I am Nicole Toomey with Mind, Body, and Soul with Nicole. I'm working with exercises for injuries.com, healing through movement fan page, and lifelong wellness fan page on Facebook. We're going to be going over 15-minute core today, so it's going to be a pretty solid core set. Beginner friendly though, so super beginner friendly. All right, you ready to get it popping? Let's go. You're gonna be laying on your back to start, okay? So laying on your back, here we go. Let's get it going. So you're gonna lay on your back. We're gonna keep these legs long. Can you go hands behind your head? If that doesn't feel good for your shoulders, you're gonna slide your hands along your thighs, okay? So I'm gonna inhale here at the bottom, and then I'm gonna exhale, curling up as high as I can for as long as I exhale. Inhaling down, opening up the chest, exhaling up, belly button pushes down, spine pushes down. Although I'm trying not to grip with my hips, I'm trying to make it about my core as opposed to my hips, okay? Inhaling down. You can always take a breath or two at the bottom before you go back up into the curl up. Curling up, curling up. Being aware of which parts of your abdomen are turning on. For me, my right side always turns on more than my left, so I like to try to focus more on the left to get more engagement on the left side. Curling up, inhaling down, opening up the chest. When you curl up, you can have enough space that a ladybug gets through your low back, that little teeny arch in your low back, ladybug can get through, that's fine. Don't let a squirrel get through. So you don't want to be arching your back, which is why we're starting with the legs bent with the legs long like this to keep you from arching your back, okay? You can always imprint your spine, meaning push your spine into the mat if you want a little bit more support. You're probably going to have to tuck your tailbone a little bit depending on the curvature of your spine. So inhaling at the bottom, exhaling at the top. Let's do 4 more here. Inhale down. Get the whole abdomen engaged. This one primarily works the rectus abdominals, also commonly known as the 6-pack. 2 more. And last one. Inhaling down, relaxing for a moment. Maybe you let your head go side to side, release your neck muscles, release your chest. Okay, we're gonna go feet up in tabletop. What does that mean? I want your feet to be up like this. So your shins create a tabletop. So if I set my coffee on a glass table on your shins, it wouldn't fall off because you got such a strong, stable base here, okay? So from here, you can choose. You can either keep your head down or you can come up into a curl up. I'm gonna stay in a curl up. That's a little bit more advanced. Always, if your hands behind your head doesn't feel good, go ahead and reach your hands forward. From here, you can imprint your spine or you can have that ladybug space underneath your low back. We're gonna do toe taps here. So I'm gonna support my neck. I'm gonna stay in a curl up. I'm gonna reach one foot down and away slightly, and then right back up. Reach the other foot down and away slightly, right back up. Now you guys can't see it, but my core is shaking like crazy right now to keep the alignment in my hips, my shoulders, and to keep my back from arching. So what your back wants to do in this position is it wants to do this. It wants to make space for a hedgehog to go underneath your back. But you guys want to really focus on only letting a ladybug through or letting nothing through or imprinting your spine. So I'm reaching one foot down and away, squeezing the core in as if I'm using my muscles to squeeze my organs. My exhale is going with the lowering of my leg. You can always lower your head down and take an inhale to relax for a moment. This one can get pretty intense, even though it's very beginner friendly, very basic. It's very, very intense, especially if you have a natural lordotic curve, which most people do, but some people it's bigger than others. Let's just do 4 more here. I'm starting to feel the burn. I hope you guys are too. Stay curled up, last 2. And I'm gonna lower my head and then lower my feet. You can windshield wiper your knees, release your back, release your hips, relax for a moment. All right, up next, we're gonna go for a modified bicycle. So you're gonna keep your feet flat, hands behind your head if you can. Again, if you wanna do hands across your chest, maybe your shoulder doesn't like hands behind your head, that's fine. What I'm gonna do is inhale at the bottom and then I'm gonna exhale and pull my opposite elbow to my opposite knee. So I'm gonna start right elbow, left knee. So inhale at the bottom, exhale, curl up, twist, twist, twist the spine, and slowly roll down, inhale. Exhale, other side, left elbow to the right knee, and inhale down. Exhale with the rotation. Try to get your elbow to your knee as opposed to your knee to your elbow. You see the difference? Elbow to the knee, curl, curl, curl. Force those abs into contraction. Perfect. I don't know about you guys, but I feel my core. Big twist in the upper back. Trying to get the obliques involved. Let's go for 4 more. Actually 5 more, or else we'll be uneven. Curl up as high as you can and then rotate as deeply as you can. Final 3. Last 2. Twist and relax. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to come into a quadruped position to stretch out the abs momentarily before we get back into the actual workout segment. So you're going to go hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Let me scoot back a little bit. Okay. You're going to inhale, drop your belly. You should feel a pretty good stretch in your abs when you lift your head up, shoulder blades pull together. And then you're going to pull chin to throat, round your spine up. Exhale, contract your core. Really the goal here though is just to move your spine and stretch the abs. So find an inhale and an exhale that makes sense for your body. Let's do a couple more here. Really focus on stretching the abs when you're in this cow position. And one more time. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go kneeling plank, okay? So kneeling plank, it's gonna be pretty challenging. We're gonna really get down to the nitty gritty. I'm gonna break it down, okay? So hands are gonna stay underneath your shoulders. You're gonna bring those, so instead of being in quadruped with your hips back, you're gonna bring your hips forward. But what I want you to focus on is tightening your glutes, tightening your quads, your hamstrings, squeezing your triceps. So I'm focusing on creating energy in every muscle in my body right now. I'm pushing weight into every single fingertip. So I'm not just putting the weight into my wrists, I'm putting the weight into my fingertips as well. Now from here, I'm gonna think about lengthening the top of my head away from the back of my knees, pulling, lengthening my spine, and then I'm lifting my low belly up away from the ground even more. Now you guys probably can't see it, but I am shaking. My whole body is shaking right now. So now next step, if you feel like you're good with this, is I want you to energetically, do not move your hands, but energetically focus on pulling your hands closer to your knees. So you get that really serious engagement right underneath the rib cage, underneath the armpits, through the lats, through the side body, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the low belly, finding that length from the top of the head down to the back of the knees. We're gonna hold here for another 10 seconds, really getting that deep core work, asking your low abs to stay as connected as possible. Rib cage stays corseted in. 5 more seconds, breathing, keeping that shake going, tightening the arms. 3, 2, and relax back. Quick child's pose, bottom goes back if that feels okay for you. Head down. Let's take 2 deep breaths. Fill up the back of the lungs. Beautiful. Let's go 2 more exercises. 2 more exercises. You're gonna lay down on your back once again. Okay, hands are gonna be to the sky. Feet are gonna be up to the sky. So you got everything up to the sky. Now you can either stay in this position with your head down, or if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you're gonna curl up and reach your hands up over your shoulders. From here, we're gonna go 5 lower and lift with just the right leg. 4, stay curled up if possible. Keep reaching those hands up. 3, another way to advance this is to hold weights in your hands. 2, one more time with the right leg. And let's go 5, lower lift with just the left leg now. Use your core to bring that leg back up. It's really easy to use your hip flexor, but if you can focus on using your abs by going slowly and being concentrated on what you're doing, makes a huge difference. All right, now we're gonna alternate for 10. So 1, 1, 1, 1, okay? Right leg. Left leg. If you're getting tired, remember this is our second to last movement of this class, of this little segment today. Only 6 more, you get a little break. Keep alternating. Low abdominals are in charge of these legs, okay? So imagine that there's little men inside those abdominals. They're pulling the legs up with your ab muscles. Last 2. And 1. And relax for a moment. Okay, we're gonna do one more segment with this same exercise, just a variation of this exercise, and then last exercise coming up, okay? Big finale coming up for you. So again, legs up for the sky, hands up for the sky. We're gonna do a double leg lower lift. Now, for a lot of us, when I was talking about your back lifting earlier, when your legs lower down, your back tries to lift up. So be really mindful of that, okay? So you're gonna curl up and your lower lift of your legs is gonna be not all the way down. You're just gonna go down to the point where you feel like your back tries to lift up. Point through those toes. Reach through the arms, hands reaching up over the shoulders. We're gonna go for 5 more here. 4, pay attention, keep that back flat. Remember, only a ladybug can get through, not a squirrel. Final 2. 2. Belly button pulls in away from those toes. And bring it in. Relax your neck. Maybe you move that head side to side. Okay. Final movement of the day for the grand finale. It is going to be another plank. If plank doesn't work for you, go ahead and go back to bicycle. This one is kind of an oblique movement, so you could even do a side plank. Generally, if plank doesn't work for you, side plank won't work either, but here we go. So you're gonna go hands underneath the shoulders, feet back. You're in this plank position. So I have a long line from the top of my head down to the bottom of my feet. I have lots of energy coming up from my hands, up into my armpits, into my body from the ground. I'm gonna pull my right knee to tap my right elbow, turned out. Left knee to tap my left elbow, turned out. We're just gonna do 10 of these. This is the finale for today. 3, 4, strong shoulders, strong core. 6, last 4, stick with me, yes you can. Last 2. 10. Beautiful, guys. Amazing. Well, if I was cold before, I am definitely not cold anymore. I hope you guys like that one. If you did enjoy it, please share it. Share it with your friends. Share it on your social media. It helps the world be more active, more strong. So once again, I am Nicole Toomey with Mind, Body, and Soul. Thank you guys so much and have a wonderful day. Bye.